we are having this conversation now, which is clearly evidence that you were not successfully canceled. Tell me a little bit about that transition that you did from Twitch over to the YouTube side.
Yeah, so I took my break from the cancel culture thing, and I ended up going briefly to TwitchCon, and that's how I ended my year off after the cancellation. I returned. I was like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better, not 100%, but at the start of 2020, new year, new me, it's gonna
Mhm.
be great. So I had a whole rebranding set up. I had all these special effects and things that I was going to do because that's one of the reasons that I saw so much growth on Twitch was because I was creating these really elaborate scenes with special effects and different things. Like I could superimpose myself on the moon if I wanted to, for an example.
Mm.
Like I was crazy. So
Okay.
I had all this stuff set up. And I was like, we're gonna go, we're gonna do this, it's gonna be great. And then Covivi hit. Are you familiar
Uh,
with Covivi?
Unfortunately, I call her Miss Rona, but yeah,
Okay.
VV Miss Rona, yeah.
All right. So Covivi decided that she was going to crash my party. And I said, I cannot keep making this type of content while I'm watching the world burn. Because with Covivi,
Mm.
then you had the BLM that started. And then I
Mhm.
started to see people on social media go a little nuts.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, something's going on here. I think it was the BLM thing in particular that I said, okay, I need to start saying something because the amount of people that were justifying being hateful to fight hatred, it was kind of alarming.
Oh, yeah.
I remember after the George Floyd incident, I saw the first riot breakout, and I went to Twitter again, and
Mhm.
I said, "Can someone explain to me what does stealing a 70-inch flat TV have to do with police brutality?" Very simple question. And
Mhm.
I got so much hate for that tweet. Things like, mind your business, or you're focused on the wrong thing, or they got insurance. And me, I've always been brought up, understanding that wrong is wrong, regardless.
Right.
Not steal this TV because you're upset. That's what a child does.
Exactly.
So, I kept seeing this. So I said, okay, well, I went on Twitch and I wasn't doing the content that I was normally doing, but it was more of just like me chatting, just like how I'm doing right now.
Mhm.
And, just talking about the things that I see, with the riots and the movement and all that stuff. And it kind of slowly started getting a little bit political. And then,
Mhm.
but I started to notice that my viewership was dropping, and it had already dropped because of the cancellation. I think
Mhm.
like originally I was pulling in like usually 150 to 200 concurrent viewers. After the cancellation, I was like around 80. And then when I started getting into politics or social issues, it was like down to 10. Yeah. And so I said, okay, well, I want to keep talking about this because people are going crazy, but I think I'm going to move over to YouTube and just do it over there. So that way, I can keep my audience happy.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I started making, and I had already had a YouTube account, but I privated all my old videos. I only had like 2,000 followers at the time.
Mhm.
And so I started uploading some videos. I would do it little by little. I said, okay, here's a video I'm gonna do. We're gonna do it on the topic of black folks calling each other coons, because that was the go-to term for me was
Oh,
coon.
yes. Oh, yeah.
uh, so I would do these videos in spurts. Wait a week or two, see how people reacted, because I was treading lightly. I didn't want to get canceled again,
Mhm.
and I didn't get canceled again until well, actually, the asking the question about the TVs, that was the second time. So the third time was when I posted my video of 7 reasons why I voted for Trump,
Oh,
and
yeah, that'll do it.
and ooh, okay, that Twitch community came for me, and not only that, my community came for me. These people that I have had in my circle for years. I used to, at some point, I used to offer stream coaching because I was doing so well. So an extra income for me. I teach you like how to grow your channel. I look at your business plan. I see where you can improve, and I'll give you advice. And it was working out great. And some of these people I've even offered free advice for. I've gone out of my way to help them with their channel, connect them with people in the network, connect them with potential sponsors. And then these people were so quick to just call me a fascist, a Nazi, like all these
Oh,
crazy things, simply because I voted for the orange dude.
yeah.
And
Cardinal
the
sin.
yeah, and then the ironic thing about it was a few weeks prior to that, these same people were raising money for anti-bullying awareness.
Oh my
But
God.
then they were bullying me. But it's okay because Trump's a quote unquote fascist.
Oh my goodness. That it's like these little landmines that are everywhere.
Yep.
And you don't know where the landmines are because A, they're everywhere, but B, they never tell you about them anyway.